Well, we know that there are correlations. We cannot yet establish the causal relationship to the sufficient extent. But numbers that are available do tell a story, and that story is that especially in times of crisis, and we have been living in the conditions of one for 5 years now, culture and creative sector has managed not only to stand its own, but in many of our countries actually expand its share in the creation of national wealth, and either keep the number of jobs in the sector or indeed even increase it. So the argument that has been made many times in the past that culture and creative sector is not only an important contribution to the overall well-being of the society and growth of its wealth, but also has positive spillovers to the other parts of the economy. This argument has gained in strength, and before many were paying lip service to it without actually acknowledging the role and the place of the cultural and creative sector. Now, I dare say it is in the center of the radar screen. So in most of our member states, if not in all of them, and that translates into added levels, bigger levels of attention. Also here in Brussels, that translates into a bigger chunk of the overall long-term budget that should be spent on support for culture and for the media
Could you tell us more
industry.
specifically what is the contribution of broadcasters?
Oh, the contribution of broadcasters is to create interesting, good, sellable content. They do that. We can only rely on figures that they produce themselves, but those figures tell us that out of every euro of revenue made, more than 50 euro cents goes on the production of content. And that shows the importance that is attributed by the broadcasters themselves to making their offer interesting and sustainable. I would say that we, the European Commission, intend to continue lending a helping hand, not to a very big extent, of course. We cannot solve each and every problem. The overall volume of funding that is going to be available is but a fraction of total needs of the sector. But what we do has come to be recognized as supportive, targeted, useful, because it helps to enhance the levels of training. It helps to fasten the pace of adaptation to the changing market realities. It helps to, I would say, adapt to the new emerging business models across the creative sector. And it also helps to find common language across borders. People do have a natural tendency to do it themselves, of course, but it goes better if you create instruments that facilitate it, that help to fund this kind of cross-border business. And that's the role we have been playing under the media program. That's the role that we intend to play, hopefully to a much bigger extent, under the future edition of the media program, Media Strand in Creative Europe.
I would like